Hi, in this week's fatherhood video, I'd like to talk about diapers. So here's a couple of diapers. I have Pampers here, I have Huggies here, and I also have a no-name brand diaper. So prior to my son Marcus's birth, I was doing a lot of reading online trying to see which diaper was perhaps better, which one causes less allergic reactions, and everyone had their own opinions. So we just decided, okay, let's just follow a different model. We follow the model of which diaper is the least expensive, so that way we can just change the diaper more often. At the hospital, they give us Pampers, so that's why when we first brought Marcus home, we used a lot of Pampers. And Marcus was a 7-pound baby. The newborn diapers only go up to, they say about I think 10 pounds. But what I realized that when Marcus was about 8 pounds or just about 8 to 9 pounds, if we still use newborn diapers, there's a better chance of it leaking out. Because the diapers were basically on him too tight. They were just wrapped around him, and it didn't seem like there's much room to fill where every time he shifts his legs or kicks around, and the poop will most likely leak from the sides of the diapers. So instead, what we did was when he was about 8 pounds, we start using number 1 diapers. Number 1 diapers are the 10 pound to 14 pound. So, and next we switched to these organic diapers while I wait for my shipment of diapers to come from Amazon. And with these organic diapers, I was surprised that they worked just as well. If there were any leaks or anything with any of the branded diapers, most of the time it's my fault. It's user error. I didn't put on properly, or I forgot to pull the diaper up a little bit before I tightened it, or I forgot to check how much space is between the legs and the elastic bands. And now we're using a lot of Huggies because Huggies, they keep mailing us coupons, and we just take it to Target for a chain store. For a non-membership store, we find that Target is one of the cheapest for diapers. If you have a Costco membership, they're even better. At Target, it comes out to about 18 cents per diaper. At Costco, it's about 14 cents per diaper. So the brand name diapers, they all have the wetness indicator. It's fancy, but it's not needed because it's always going to turn blue. Our son keeps on urinating. It's not like he has any control over it. So it's always going to turn blue. So we will just change diaper every 2 or 3 hours. Definitely not more than 3 hours unless it's like an overnight. And as for Huggies, advertises their diapers to have a pocket in the back. There's a little pouch over here to catch any of the poop that might slide back. It doesn't really work that well. Sometimes it works. You're like, wow, it works. But other times, doesn't really work that well. So now, what I will recommend is just go with the least expensive diaper. They're all good. They're all going to do what they advertise to do. So, I'll try not to have my son have a dirty diaper on for too long. If you ever watch videos or hear your friends' stories about diaper rash, it's not a pleasant story. So here's a short video of me changing Marcus's diaper. Now I'm going to change Marcus's diaper. I have the A&D ointment ready. I have a diaper here. It's already pre-stretched out, so everything's ready for that. I prepared 3 wipes, just in case I need it, and 2 kleenex. So quickly, he needs to take his clothes off before he starts fussing. And a lot of the diapers now, they have the wetness indicator strips. Over here I have the liner, floppy liner, and I just put paper towel here just in case his butt was dirty or something. I don't need to change the liner that often. I change the liner about once a day, but I change the paper towel about after every diaper change. So I take the Kleenex first and just put over his penis. That way, if there's any open air accidents, it will stop it from shooting away. First, take the diaper, roll it up. We have a diaper genie to store the soiled diapers. Then I just start wiping. Make sure I get between each of the crease. It's very important that you keep the kleenex over his penis the whole time, because you never know when there's going to be an open air accident. I need a wipe. Now let's apply some A&D. I just first smudge it on my finger, then I just apply it to his butt cheeks. When everything's ready, I just lift this up. Make sure the straps are exposed and it's parallel to his hip. I point his penis downward, then I close up the diaper. I like to first put my finger through this and make sure that everything is all lined up here. Because over here there's an elastic piece. So make sure that the elastic piece is between his thigh or his legs over here and his groin area. Last thing, just pull this up a little bit here and pull it up on the back side here. You might need to tighten the straps a little more again. And just double check that there's no open areas so that the diaper won't leak. And that's it. That's just how to change a diaper. As you saw in the video, I did not have a changing table, I just had a changing pad. And on top of that changing pad, I had a cloth cover for the changing pad. And the most important thing is the changing pad liner. The liner has cotton on one side and plastic on the other side. So if there's any accidents, the cotton will capture just about everything, all of it, and it's not going to seep through because of the plastic on the other side. One other piece I had in the video was above the liner, before reaching our child, is a sheet of paper towel. That's because sometimes when I'm changing our son, a piece of poop drops or something, and if a poop drops somewhere, you have to wipe it, you have to clean it. If it drops on paper towel, I just throw out the paper towel. If it drops on a changing pad liner, I'll need to wash that liner again. And washing liner sounds easy, but the problem is that the instruction says do not machine dry. It has to be hand dried. So even though we bought a bunch of liners, it still takes some time for it to dry. And it's easier to just, if there's any of those drops of poop or anything, I just throw out the paper towel. For nighttime, I'll always use A&D, vitamin A, vitamin D, the ointment, and rub it over his butt. That way, let's say that I hear that he pooped in his sleep. I'm not going to wake him up and change him. If he's going to sleep for 5 hours, I'd rather him sleep for 5 hours so that my wife and I can get some rest. Throughout the day, we'll put A&D every now and then. When our son was first born, we did not use wipes that much. The wipes we purchased were Huggies or Kirkland wipes, the one I made from Tinsel. They contain aloe, they contain vitamin E's, they're supposed to be very smooth. But we found that even when we took those disposable wipes and wiped it on our child's butt, his butt would still turn red. Because for a newborn, his butt was very sensitive. So what we did was we just took a spray bottle, and during diaper changes we just sprayed them, and any dirty parts, any poop, it would just fall into the drain. And afterwards we'll wipe them. So essentially we're wiping less. And we realized that, and we found that after we did that, his butt would stop turning red. It had a healthy color to it. Now another thing in the video is that I had to move very fast because I don't want any open air accidents. You see a lot of advertisements at like the baby stores for pee covers, their wee covers. They call it like TP or something. For our son, I just took a kleenex and put over his penis. That way, if he's going to pee or anything, the kleenex will prevent it from shooting outward. Before we started doing that, we had to wash our bed sheets almost every day, even our blankets. So afterwards, we came up with the bright idea of, we might just cover his penis with the Kleenex. Because afterward, if he does pee, it's contained and it's not going to shoot off the Kleenex. The Kleenex is going to fly off. Once it gets wet, it's heavy. So it still contains everything on that diaper, the changing pad liner. The liner is very important. If you're going to have a child, I'll say at least prepare like 6 liners. We change our liner every day. If it's clean or not, we just change it anyway, because you never know when something drops on it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, comments, please feel free to send them to me. Thanks for watching Awkward Hamster. Bye.